What's happening, Hot Wheelers? Joe Motor back with you here, and looking at some Mustangs today. You know, I'm not really a Mustang guy, but for some reason I ended up with these four snazzy Mustangs, and I thought I would show them off to you. Actually, one of them is a little bit weird, and it's this Racing Champions here that is on the end, and it's just a little bit peculiar. It's I believe it was released to help commemorate the first issues of Hot Rod magazine, the world's largest automotive magazine. It's one of 9,998 here, and it's to commemorate issue number 3. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. There's issue number 3. So there were 6 of these first issues, I guess, that were commemorated by Racing Champions, and they put or die-cast cars that were featured on the covers of these old Hot Rod magazines, apparently. I'm not sure what year this was released. It says 1998, so somewhere around in the late 90s. But the car is a little bit weird. You can see here's the black and pink Mustang here. It says Tension, and this is the car we're looking at here. But one of the things that makes this car weird is it's a 1/58 scale, which I don't really understand. Doesn't make much sense to me. And that just kind of makes the car a little too big overall. It's kind of chunky, and it just doesn't match some of the other cars in my collection, so I don't know if I'm going to hang on to this or not. I kind of got this with an extra lot. It was really cheap, and so I thought, oh, why not? I'll go ahead and get it. But I guess I didn't realize it was 1/58 scale. But, you know, paint is kind of okay. Got that pink flamage in the top with the black. On the side, though, it's not quite refined. A little bit shoddy there, and the taillights kind of just look like somebody spray painted on them or something. And it does have rubber tires, plastic base. I believe that's the serial number there on the bottom. So kind of a cool piece, but kind of weird. Probably not going to get it out and display it. Don't know if I'll hang on to it or not, but thought I'd show it to you anyway. The other two here are quite nice. These are 2 of the Dukes of Hazzard series from Johnny Lightning. If you've been reading thehunted.com, or now Super T-Hunted, I think, if you want it in English. I saw a post the other day that said, "Goodbye, Johnny Lightning." So it looks like Johnny Lightning is going to be no more. I've actually got several Johnny Lightnings in the mail, so we're going to do a mailbox finds of Johnny Lightning soon in tribute to the great Johnny Lightning. If it is true that they aren't making them anymore, we'll do a tribute. But these 2 Mustangs are quite nice. Here is the 00 Mustang. This one, it came out in Series 3 of the Dukes of Hazzard Johnny Lightning releases, and is a very cool looking car. 00 there on the side. Got the dark ocean blue with the yellow and red flames there. Now, I don't understand why Daisy Duke is on this packaging, because from what I understand, she never drove this car. In fact, the only episode I think that this Mustang appeared in was the reunion episode, and it raced against the General Lee, but Daisy was in the General Lee. She wasn't driving this car. A dude named Buzz was driving this car. So I don't know what the story is behind that. It may just be a marketing thing. Put Daisy on it and put a nice blue Mustang. Maybe you'll buy it. But don't believe she ever drove it, and I don't believe it was in many. I think it was only in 1 episode. But I have seen somebody who converted his own Mustang to look like this, and it's a pretty cool looking car. See if I can show you a little bit of the detail on the back here. And it's got rubber tires with tread, nice metal base, opening hood and everything. So that's a really nice piece. Very cool. And it looks especially nice with this Mustang, which is the same exact casting, but this one is called the Lucifer 1968 Shelby GT500. This is in the last release of Dukes of Hazzard series for Johnny Lightning. It was release 7, and you know release 7 because it has this card which shows sort of a schematic or diagram of the car design, all the different colors and body style and everything. So this car and one of the General Lees, and actually Cooter's pickup truck, which I don't have carded, I have it loose, but it also has this type of card on it, which I kind of like. I think there was a General Lee monster truck too in that series, but This one's fantastic, and same exact casting, just got the black color all the way around. Nice flamage, red flamage on the front there with the star on the hood, if you can see that. And then on the back here it says Lucifer. There you go. But looks pretty much exactly the same here on the back as the 00, and on the front their opening hood. Now these have plastic tires, which I actually prefer these tires. These look a little bit more realistic to me. Don't mind that they're plastic. Here's the base. If you can see any detail on there, probably not. Anyway, this car is really cool because it, I believe this is one of the only, if not the only car to ever beat the General Lee in a race. Apparently the female that was driving this car had the hots for Luke, and Luke did not reciprocate, but he must have felt sorry for her or something because he let her win the race. And I think Boss Hogg was trying to rig it anyway, which is to be expected, but Luke let her win. So this may be one of the only cars that ever actually beat the General Lee in a race, and it's kind of appropriate, being number 13 and Lucifer, sort of a temptation car or something. But it looks fantastic, and I can't find this car for any less than 20 or 30 bucks now. When I bought it first, it was like $2 or $3 from the vendor I found it from, and I went back to buy another one later, and they were all gone. So getting harder to find. So I know Hot Wheels Headcase, you had talked about being interested in this car. It's quite nice, but I think I am not going to crack it for now because these Dukes of Hazzard cars are getting harder to find, and they're getting more expensive. But these two Mustangs look pretty awesome together. So there you go. Now the final one we're going to look at here is a Greenlight. This is from the special edition of the SE, Greenlight SE, from the Cruise In series, and I believe this came in several colors, but this one is rad. 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1. I actually already cracked it, so I'm just going to pull it out of the package here, and we'll get down close and personal with it so we can take a closer look at it. There we go. Mustang Mach 1, it's characteristic of the Mach 1 to have that spoiler in the back and that ridged back window there, which makes it look extra mean. And the taillights on this thing are just fantastic. So let's see if I can get a little closer. Get a little closer. There you can see the taillights there, which are, that's the best detail of the whole bunch right there. And you can see it does say Mustang across the trunk there, which I don't know if I'll be able to get close enough for you to see that. Not so good on the macro focus, but if you get it up close, you'll see all kinds of detail on the gas cap there, on the license plate. Just beautifully done there in the back. And just a sweet looking ride right there. Out of all the colors, I think that's my favorite, this sort of dark olive army green color with that light green stripe. Has a plastic hood in black with a hollowed out center, so that blown motor can show up out there in the center. And then you've got a little blue detail there in the motor. So that's a sweet looking piece. And look, even on the front you've got the Mustang logo there. Oh great, I can't even show it to you. Let's try it this way. There we go, can you see that? Not doing too good on the camera work today. Anyway, just a beautiful car. I mean, I could show you this over and over again, all the little details. I guess I need a spinner like wheels and things. Anyway, that's a fantastic car. That's going to go in the display case for sure. So those are the Mustangs. Just wanted to show them to you really quick. Going to have some Johnny Lightnings to show you in the next video, as we're going to do a little tribute and say goodbye to Johnny Lightning, but of course we're still going to be picking them up on eBay and on flea markets and stuff as long as we can. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, and comment if you wish. We'll see you next time.